to the reality of that love. While working on this ceremony, I wished that I could use a TARDIS to transport you through time, to see with me how these two came to be here today. It started like The Hobbit, with a bargain struck. For $20, Chris would prostitute himself to Leah at a dance, so that his friend Matt could fulfill his designs upon Smaug's treasure hoard, or Leah's friend Stevie. Actually, I think that's the plot to 10 Things I Hate About You. But love, true love, could not be denied. In commemoration of that school dance, I now give you the dance stylings of Christopher Graham. Please bring out the pad.
Go get it.
You agreed. You said carte blanche.
I need to back up.
Hold on, wait a second. I really don't want to do this. This is your wedding.
I told you. I told you in advance, no props.
Freestyle. Freestyle. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Sit on your lap.
Excellent. Oh, man.
No.
Herculean task number 1. All right, take back the pad.
There's a number 2.
Remove the pad. All right. Now, because he danced Dance Revolution for us, I would like to share a conversation between Leah and Chris that I overheard once in Rivendell on my way back from Numenor. Leah said, "Do you remember when we first met?" Chris said, "I thought I'd walked into a dream." Leah said, "Long years have passed. You did not have the cares you carry now. Do you remember what I told you?
What do you do?
You said you'd bind yourself to me, forsaking the immortal life of your people. And to that I hold. I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. I choose a mortal life. You cannot give this to me," she said. "It is mine to give to whom I will, like my heart." From the moment that Chris and Leah first met at that dance in junior high, middle school, and Chris busted a move, their saga began. Chris's kickstand, Leah's everything. And now, a reading from the book of Genesis, Song of Songs. My beloved lifts up his voice to me. He says to me, "We come from the land of ice and snow. Ours is the fire, the warmth we can find. I can't quit you, baby. Let me share your load. And to our health we drink 1,000 times. Kind woman, I give you my all. Kind woman, nothing more. This is the word of the Lord." Sort of. And now for something a little less traditional than what we've done so far. A reading by Tim Pratt. It's a romantic reading. If starship travel from Earth to some far star and back again at velocities approaching the speed of light made you younger than me due to the relativistic effects of time dilation, I'd show up on your doorstep hoping you'd develop the thing for older men. And I'd ask you to show me everything you've learned to pass the time out there in the endless void of night. If we were the sole survivors of a zombie apocalypse, and you were bitten and transformed into a walking corpse, I wouldn't even pick up my 12-gauge shotgun. I'd just let you take a bite out of me, because I'd rather be undead forever with you alone than live without you. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to the days of your youth to see how you became the someone I love so much today, and then I'd return to the moment we first met, just so I could see my own face when I saw your face for the first time. And okay, I'd probably travel to the time when we were a young couple and try to get a three-way going, but I never understood why more travelers, time travelers, don't do this sort of thing. If the alien invaders come and hover in stern judgment over our cities, trying to decide whether to invite us to the Galactic Federation of Confederated Galaxies, or if instead a little genocide is called for, I think our love could be a powerful argument for the continued preservation of the human race in general, or at least you and me in particular. If we were captives in an alien zoo, I would try to make the best of it, cultivate a streak of xeno-exhibitionism, waggle my eyebrows and make jokes about breeding in captivity. If I became lost in the multiverse, exploring infinite parallel dimensions, my only criterion for settling down somewhere would be whether or not I could find you. And once I did, I'd stay there even if this was a world populated by giant spider priests, or one where killer robots won the Civil War, or even in a world where sandwiches were never invented. Because you would make this the best of all possible worlds. And plus we could get rich off of inventing sandwiches. If the singularity comes and we upload our minds into a vast computer simulation of near infinite complexity and perfect resolution, and become capable of experiencing any fantasy, exploring worlds bound only by enhanced imaginations, I'd still spend at least 1,021 processing cycles a month, just sitting on a virtual couch with you, watching virtual television, eating virtual fajitas, holding virtual hands, and waiting for the real thing. I'm running out of time. Now for the statement of intentions. Leah and Chris, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage? Will you love and honor each other for the rest of your lives? Will you be the keymaster to her gatekeeper? Yes, I will. Now we've come to the point in the ceremony where you're going to say your vows to one another. But before you do this, I ask you to remember that love, which is rooted in faith and trust and acceptance, will be the foundation of an abiding and deepening relationship. No other ties are more tender. No other ties or vows more sacred than those you now assume. Not even the 3 laws of robotics. If you are able to keep the vows you take here today, not because of any religious or civic duty or elven law, but out of a desire to love and be loved by another person fully, without limitation, then your life will have joy, and the hobbit hole you establish will be a place in which you both will find the direction of your growth, your freedom, and your responsibility. May I have the rings, please?